you fantasize about. I know what you.
What's going on YouTube? It's Marco YT and we're back with another video. Well, as you can see, my intro video has been changed and I would like to thank you Toxic YT for making that video for me. And also I have already asked permission from him to use it as my intro video. So yes, in this video we'll be talking about how I beat the Elite 4 and Lance. So here is, as you can see here, this is Will. He's more of a psychic type user. So as you can see, I got this Bronzong as an enemy. So basically my technique here, or my strategy, is to increase the speed of my ferret. Like I do buffs and then I will baton pass it to Executor. Basically, honestly speaking, my Mach does not do anything around here anymore. And I usually use Executor and Ferret combo. So basically what you're gonna do is you will have to buff up Ferret and then hope that you will not be one hit or two hitted by the Pokemon, because at this point, as you can see here, there's a large level gap between you and the trainers, especially the Elite 4. My enemy now is level 63 and my Pokemons are like level 54. So basically the speed difference is too much, as well as the attack and obviously the HP. Look at the HP. So for us players, we will have to adjust. Even if we can't reach that high amount of HP to, to equalize with the opponent, what you can do is to, most importantly, to debuff the enemy. As you can see, my Pokemon here is Executor, and I usually use Sleep Powder and Leech Seed. Those are the two main damage dealing power of my Executor. If you can see here, my Wood Hammer, my Confusion does not do much damage. You see? And this is just not like I didn't do this like one battle and I won already. No, it's not like that. I did trial and errors because the Pokemons of the opponent is really hard. You'll be able to relate once you get there. Yes, I understand that doing Sleep and Leech Seed will take some time, but it is surely the best thing you can do at this stage. So right now, I'm done with the Elite 4 and Lance, so maybe I'm gonna battle Red in the future, but as of the moment I'm still farming because I'm planning to make Alola Executor. That way I have two Pokemons that can do Sleep Powder and Leech Seed, which would really help me progress in the game, So the key thing here is you need to have high speed, and to do that you really have to use Ferret as the bait. So yeah, so you can see I just changed the skills of the moves of my Ferret. It used to have Foresight, Slam, Rest, and Coil, but I changed it because I got stuck in the 3 dragon something, the mission, after beating the last gym leader. Like you have to prove that you're worthy for that rising, I think that was a rising badge. So you will have to battle 3 or a lot of trainers basically. And there I realized that I really need to adjust my ferret because it's getting harder and harder. Yes, I will be deducted by one, or yes, one Pokemon that can do big damage like ferret, but it's for a greater cost. So basically my Pokemon that deals damage now is Mach and Executor. I use Mach for poison, but I use more often Executor because it regenerates the HP. So I still use Mach, but he's more of a arena or in ladder matches. But with trainers, I oftenly use Executor because at this moment, even if my Mach is maxed out, it can't, stand the damage of these trainers here. Like it's just too big. The damage is too huge. So here we are progressing. As you can see, I'm with Koga now. This is more of a toxic type. All right. So same strategy. I buff, and then I'll be passing it to the Pokemon that handles the rest of the remaining enemies. So yes, actually this video will take some time because the Pokemons of the opponents are really hard, and the only move that can damage them is like Leech Seed. The ones we have currently, the Extra Sensory and Wood Hammer, won't do that much. As you can see here, my Leech Seed damage is much larger than my Extra Sensory. Alright, so yes, I really do apologize because I wasn't able to record a video about how I beat the 7th and 8th gym because they were just too. I mean, for me, they were just too easy. I mean, like I was able to defeat them without retrying, just one try only. So, and I failed to take a video as well because I was just too hyped, especially when I got Volcanion. And yeah, I was just too hyped and progressing, which made me stuck at the three trainers. The one that you need to prove you're worthy for the Rising badge, because the Pokemon was all Dragon type, which made me, decide to farm Clefairy because of the Fairy type that can defeat Dragon type. But as of now, my Clefable is still 4 stars, so it won't do much damage at this point of stage. Okay, so we're with Muck now, and we're down with 2 Pokemons. Okay, one left. Well, the entire video of me defeating Elite Four really took about 40 minutes, and that's long, right? Because if ever I use the same technique or strategy that I used before. Like if ever I'm in the lower hand, I would flee and then rebattle. That's just how I do it. Flee, rebattle, flee, rebattle. until I get the upper hand. And once I notice that I got the upper hand, I will progress, like proceed with the battle. So we're done. And next is Bruno. So I think I will be, or this will be just quick. The reason behind that is because we have a psychic move for our executor. So as you can see here, my strategy is to sleep, Machamp, and then buff. The reason behind that is Ferret is normal type and its weakness is fighting. So that's the reason why we did a sleep powder and leech seed before buffing up. Alright, so we're back to the game. Okay. As you can see, I'm already attacking first. So I will be progressing. This means that I'm on the upper hand now, so I will progress and continue with the game. Alright. Yeah, same technique. Sleep, leech seed, sleep, leech seed. Just like that. So my advice to all newbies out there, or those who will be switching servers from one server to another, like starting a new game, I would recommend it to farm, preferably, ferret. You can still farm muck because muck can bring you, or can bring you across all other trainers up to this part, because at this moment my muck does not do any damage or any much damage anymore. So yeah, my recommendation would be executor, alola executor, ferret that should be comprising the moves that buffs your Pokemon, like button pass or baton pass, rest, coil, and agility. That really helps. Also Clefairy. Yeah, can also do. Yeah, I already said that. Muck is also important. Clefairy. And for battling arena or ladder matches, because ladder is live, I would recommend that you will strengthen you know a fire type Pokemon. The reason behind that is almost all players are using executor. Some also uses Venusaur. So having a good fire type Pokemon would help in beating the enemy. I'm planning to farm Torkoal, but I'll have to finish my Alola Executor and Clefable first, because they're the main priority right now. Okay, so we're down with Steelix, and hopefully this will just take some time. Alright. Our advantage here really is that our Leech Seed does much damage, meaning it can heal you big time. As you can see, it damaged me 170 and my heal was 190, so it's a big help. That's the perks of having an enemy that has higher HP than you. So you may use those type of moves, leech seed, poison, like that. Okay. For this undercurrent or current, it took me some time to defeat her because of Weevil. Weevil does a big damage to me when I use Ferret. So I just make sure that I can buff and then transfer it to Executor. Alright. Okay. So it appears that we are like attacking first, then Weevil here. That's a good sign, meaning we can spam our sleep powder. And also, for those people who are planning on building Executor, I would recommend that you will increase the moves using the PP up. I would recommend increasing the moves of Sleep Powder because that's the most important part in beating overpowered enemies. Especially at this point of or at this stage, the HP of the enemies are too large, so you might want to consider, you know, increasing the moves for sleep powder. Because there was one time that I ran out of sleep powder really, and it was a struggle. Like, yeah, it was really a struggle. Okay, the reason why I had some or quite some time in defeating Karen because Spirit Tomb, I don't know, but at some point I keep missing when I use Sleep Powder on this Pokemon here. So yeah, well at this well it's good that at this point my Sleep Powder is not missing, so that's a good thing. All right, we're done with that. Okay, Houndoom is really cool, you know. When I was playing the Game Boy version of the Pokemon, I usually am fascinated with Houndoom, and you know I had to grind my Houndoom before and use it in Elite Four, but it appears that it was I felt weak. Like I feel like it was just weak, but I don't know here. All right, Absol. I know you. I first met Absol in Ruby version. Yeah, it was Ruby version. Same thing. That's just it. I'm just hoping that my sleep powder will not run out when I battle Pokemon or trainers, because that's my triumph card. Finally, we're done. We're done with the last Pokemon, which is Umbreon. Hopefully, we'll be able to surpass this. Or surely we can because I already did a video. Alright, here's the struggle. As you can see, I no longer have sleep powder. How much more if the enemy here has still, or one remaining Pokemon, that will be, surely will be defeated. But yeah, so let me explain. Lance uses Dragonite first, and I failed to take a video because when I battled Lance multiple times, I keep dying. And at some point, I decided to use only 3 Pokemon to challenge myself. Because basically, my remaining Pokemons like Mach, Rayco, Volcanion doesn't do much at this stage. So I removed them and just took 3. 3 because I was hoping that Clefable might help even up at its lowest level or lowest rank. But yeah, this is how I do it. Basically, the much advisable buff you get here is 3 agility. That would ensure you to be the first one to attack the enemy. But at this point, I was just so lucky. Because you can see I got 2 agilities. And my enemies are still trying to, attack first than me. So this is a risky move. But it paid off. Okay, we're with the Gyarados now. So we're using the same thing, same procedure. Alright, now you see that my sleep powder is down to 2 moves left. I don't know how to pull it off at this stage. Because as you can see here, there's still 2 remaining Pokemons. Boom. Charizard. Okay. So I will have to use all my sleep power towards this Charizard. The reason for that is because Charizard is my weakness. And for the last Pokemon, I'll just use at least Leech Seed and then endure the damage. Hopefully I will not die right away. Good thing that the Charizard is not attacking. Oh yeah, sorry, it was asleep. Alright. This is the last Pokemon, Salamence. Boom. Okay, I died. So we just need to endure this while we still can. Alright, so at this point, I was so hopeless. But I realized that maybe my Clefable can do this. At this point, also, I regret that I didn't bring all the other Pokemons because at this point, I'll just have to endure because my Leech Seed can damage much. Okay, and I was just hoping that all attacks will be missed. Alright, you see? They're all missed. And that's why I'm just so lucky. Boom. That's how I defeated Lance. Woohoo! Like it took me, I recorded it in the morning and it took me maybe afternoon or yeah, you see that? 3 p.m. Yeah, almost 4. I did this morning up to 4. Damn, that was too hard. So yeah, in my server, I was the 5th one to clear, but I was the one who only used 3 Pokemons. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the records of the people who completed it, and I'm the fifth one, and I used 3 Pokemons only, and that's a good one, you know. Alright, this is it. So by the way, I'm in server 14, Zapdos. So I think this will be all for now. Thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you do enjoy. Goodbye for now. Peace out.